Hello and a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cafe Clairvoyance show. It's Friday, it's the weekend, and we've got a very interesting and intriguing show lined up for you guys this evening. So just sit back, enjoy the show as I interview a wonderful guest. Her name is Kelly Leading, and we will take you on some very special journeys. We'll find out a lot about her, and live mini readings will also be available during the show. Okay, see you in a mo. Here's this. Hi guys, for those of you who have never been on the Cafe Clairvoyance show before, a very, very good evening to you. It's lovely to see you. And we welcome you. Welcome all new people who come on the show. And you all guys who have come back regularly every week, we thank you guys too. Okay, Cafe Clairvoyance, what's this all about? This is a live spiritual show that goes out a minimum of twice a week. It's going to go out also out on Instagram on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock, which is EU time. 7 o'clock UK, and if you're somewhere else around the world, it's whatever the time is there. Okay, right, and very good evening. Yes, Lisa says a very good evening. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you again. And there's other of you guys there coming through. Lovely to see you too. Okay, right. So this show, it's all about people who love spirituality or want to get into it, want to find out more, and want to connect with their selves, want to connect with like-minded people. We have a Cafe Clairvoyance group. Yes, if you'd like to choose that, like to watch that, just notice there that on Facebook, you'll notice there you can join the group. By all means, do. Okay, also during the show this evening, we've been entering you guys into this, which is all about mini readings for the prize draw. The prize draw for you guys to have a reading, which is so some lucky person here. See, your little thingies are all folded up. There's loads of them here. So we'll be going around a bowl about halfway through the show and checking out who gets a free reading. How's that? We cannot be any more helpful than that. A very good evening to Lydia. She says, hi Phil, hi Kelly. And I think without further ado, it's about time I brought on my wonderful guest this evening. All the way from, well, she's going to tell you. Because she's not from round these parts. She be round from different places than here. Yes. Anyway, I'll go and find out first of all where she is. Because I was looking around it. I couldn't see her. And I was just, yeah, sometimes. Okay. Has everybody seen Kelly? Oh, there she is. Right. I better go and find her. Right, Kelly, this way. Just come on in. Thank you very much. And hey, very good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Phil?
I'm very, very well indeed. Very indeed. Now, Kelly, whereabouts are you residing? Whereabouts are we talking to you tonight live from?
Okay, from the accent you will tell that I'm from the UK. I'm actually from East Anglia, a town called Ipswich, so Suffolk, county of Suffolk.
Lovely place.
But I have been living in Germany now for about 16 years now. So home is now a small town near Stuttgart in the south of Germany.
And that's because the south of Germany is very beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It's very lovely. Yeah, it's the southwest side, so we're kind of going towards the Alsace border.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the southeast side, do you?
I don't know. It's all nice.
Southwest sounds better. Okay. All right. Great. We got loads of people coming out tonight. Jay Jones says, hi, Phil. Hi, Deborah. Lovely to see you. And also to you too. And we got Lydia just going, yay, loads of heart stars and all that funny stuff. And also Helen Grady. Now, I'll be talking about Helen Grady later on during the show. And Midia comes on the show. She joins us from Cyprus. And we have Kim DeLong coming on. I think, are you in Spain? Kim DeLong, are you in Spain? Or whereabouts are you? In fact, if you'd like to tell us, guys, where you're coming in from, that would be lovely. It just makes it all fun during the show. Okay, right. Now, Okay, so during, I thought it was your town or city. Actually, you're asking someone else to join in. It comes up here. I thought, what town's that? Elmer Van Grooman. I thought, I've never heard of that town. Anyway, it was obviously a friend of yours with drawing in. So thank you very much, Kim. So you've been in Germany, and I know a little bit about what you do, but please tell us what you do in Germany.
Okay, what I do in Germany, my day job, is that I'm a mum to two beautiful bouncy boys. I also work in an international high school where I support the principal who works there. And on the side, I am building up my own spiritual healing business, which is where I specialize in various healing modalities, energy healing, crystal healing, and I specialize in the Akashic Records as well.
Hey, the Akashic Records. Hey, that's the stuff
Yeah.
we will know. Mariana Gallagher, good evening to you. We haven't seen you for ages. Lovely to see you. You're from the other side. So we've got Ipswich, that side, and you're from the far side. You're going out toward Glastonbury. Glastonbury, I gather.
Oh, nice.
But anyway, right, okay. So this is one subject we're going to talk about quite a lot during tonight. What got you into this?
I'll be completely honest. This all started in 2015, so
Right.
I'm pretty new on my journey. Things changed, things got up leveled and turned over in my life. I went through a personal experience which kind of broke me in many pieces.
Okay.
So yeah, my marriage unfortunately broke down. So
Okay.
these things happen, and it made me have to repiece myself together. And through that, I was obviously looking for ways of how I could heal myself because, you know, I was in a very dark place. I mean, we've all had our own experiences where we've actually had to really try and bring ourselves back together. And it was by chance that I found out about Reiki. Didn't know what it was at the time. Went for a couple of energy healing sessions and loved it. Really felt the benefits of it on the emotional level, on the body level, and on the mind level as well. And the more sessions I had, the more I felt my calling that I needed to learn more. I was very hungry for this knowledge, and it was just really doing me so much good. And that's how my journey started with Reiki. But by going down that road, it kind of switched on the dormant skills which have been sleeping, basically, like our psychic skills, like our clairsenses and stuff like that. And I realized I was very intuitive.
Yeah.
And I would get messages, and you know, I just didn't think much about it. And then I had a lady who kept coming into my field, and we connected, and she became my mentor in the Akashic Records, and it just led from there. And it's just a beautiful healing space to work in. It's so sacred, and it's always from a place of unconditional love without any judgment. And in this realm, you basically, you get the information, what your body and what your mind and your spiritual experience is ready to basically take in to heal and guide you on your life journey.
Yes, that's absolutely fascinating. Everybody, I think spiritual people have gone through, I would say this, spiritual people have gone through life. And when we say life, it means you've been to the North Pole, to the South Pole, to the East and West, not navigation wise. This is about you've been through everywhere. Yeah, your life has been, you've gone through just about every experience possible, enough to bring your mind to the higher point, saying there's more to life than just this. And so it's absolutely lovely to interview you tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, just joined us. I'm Phil Griggs, Cafe Clairvoyance, and we're interviewing a lovely Kelly Leaning, who is a wonderful healer. And you've also been doing some wonderful shows. I call them shows. Your healing workshops, whatever you call it, like this, online as well. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, I've basically last year I got a massive kick from spirit that I need to get out there. I need to encourage people who are very sensitive, very empathic, and who generally don't always want to be seen, but you know, they also have their light to shine. They also have their gifts to share. Yes. They also have the knowledge and wisdom, and all together we can light up everything together and help heal each other. And me stepping out there is a massive step for me, because
It was.
I'm not usually someone who wants to be in the limelight, but I think it's really important for everyone to see that it's completely normal, and we all have the ability to do this. We all have this ability inside us. If we just learn to trust ourselves, if we just access that inner wisdom, we can also learn to heal ourselves. And then at the end of the day, we're becoming our authentic self, the person we are here today to be, the light we're supposed to spread, the people we're supposed to meet, the lives we're supposed to touch. I mean, I came to you, Phil, because I wanted to learn mediumship, because like my mum passed when I was 24, and that was in 2004. So I was always kind of, when you go start on your spiritual journey and then you start going into your energy healing, and then you're like, okay, what else is out there? And then, you know, having the opportunity to work with you, and then establishing also through the strength of the Akashic Records to connect with my guides and everything, but through the mediumship to be able to have that connection with my mum, that's just phenomenal.
Yes.
And that's just something which every single one of us has the ability to do if we want to. If we're ready to unlock those parts of us, you know, it's available to us all.
I think that's awesome. Now, I've got to tell you guys, I met Kelly about a year ago, maybe just a bit earlier than that. But anyway, we started a mediumship course of in May last year. And initially, just about everybody on the course was saying here that, don't know if they could do this, or they got interest in it. Maybe a couple of them were a bit more confident. But what happened was, as you went through the course, we had some people come in who were going to be volunteers to be read. We had different things going on there. And then I'll put out to the group, okay, who would like to comment first?
Considering I'm the one who commented keep her mouth shut. So
yes, you were so
also in coming to thing. That's the trusting the self.
That is the trust in yourself.
So everyone can do it.
You were there. You were there, always saying, "I want to say it," and then your spiel would come out.
It was them pushing me, tapping me. I just saw the information coming through.
Well, it was brilliant. It was always such an engaging group, and with you and everybody else, and a few of the others are on here. There's Lydia. There's just seeing Avita, she's on too, and probably some of the others are going to join on as well. But
thank you for being here.
Yes, well, it's thank you guys for joining us as well. But I know a lot of you guys out there, super spiritual. Hey, I've even got to talk to Cheryl. You could do this. You could definitely do this. And she says hi. Yes, and for Katrina, you could do this. And I know, Mariana, you could do this. You could do this. So if people want to train your spirituality, get a hold of us, because we run courses, and we'd love it. Yes, and Lydia says she loved it. Thank you so much. And Kim D. Long, it's fantastic. We always wonder where people come in and connect with us with the group. She's coming in from South Africa. So lovely to see you, Kim. That's fantastic. And I've got a clue what. Actually, your time today must be around about the same, because we're not far, because we take it by latitude, the time zone. It'll be interesting. Okay, right. Katrina wants to do it. Well, of course you can. We'll get on and do this then. So we'll do another one. And I'll have to get someone like Kelly to drop in and say, come on, guys, you're going to read Kelly. That'd be awesome.
Can give it a go. I'm more than open for that. I might let that into my Akash. I might.
Oh, you might. Anyway, this is for you guys out there who joined us this evening. And this is for you guys out there who joined us for the very first time. Oh, that's nice. And this is to all of you all together and Kelly. Yeah, great evening. We're getting ready in the Friday spirits. So, okay, you've been doing this group where you've been reaching out to people, and this has been a phenomenal, because everybody I'm talking to comes back and says, that was awesome. It just relaxed me so much.
Oh, that's beautiful to hear. No, it's just I really want to make it accessible to everybody and to build that trust up. That's so important, and especially at the beginning. You know, you don't go around telling everyone what you're doing. You're kind of in your kind of spiritual closet, and I've been in that closet, so I know how it is. And I wanted to create really a container. That's why it's my healing hub. That where people know that in that space they are held, in their space they're not judged, and it's just going to be pure healing and love which is going to be expressed in there. I mean, it sounds a bit airy fairy. It's not airy fairy at all, but it's just, I just would have loved to have something like that myself when I was starting my journey. And that's why I want to be able to, you know, share that to other people.
Don't follow someone else's path, follow your own, unless you're doing your own. It's
Yeah.
good to learn it, to follow people's path, but then after a while you break off in your own way, and that's your development, that's your way, that's your style. That's fantastic.
Thank
Lovely,
you.
lovely, lovely. Brilliant. Okay, so should we have a little chat about the Akashic Records? Okay, would you like to explain this?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, brilliant.
For me, the easiest way to explain the Akashic Records is if you want to visualize it in your mind, it's like a library, and it contains everything about your soul, past, present, future, on all timelines, in all dimensions, in all lifetimes. We're getting a bit woo-woo here, I know.
No.
But basically, yeah. And everything which is contained in these books, I could say, if you want to call them that, or chapters of your life, are aspects which we can go back to.
Okay.
You might have patterns which come up. You might have stuff from ancestral, which is in this space, which you might need to heal. Like you might be knocking your head against that, banging your head against the same wall the whole time and wondering why and why. And by going into the Akash, you can actually ask questions, connect with the guides, or light beings, any mentors, any spirit guides which are with you, which are accompanying your soul on this life journey and as a human, and gain the wisdom that you're ready to receive. Yeah.
Okay, you've got loads of comments coming through here. People say here, fascinating. We've got very interesting. I like this. And we've got Kelly, we likes woo woo. We likes woo woo. See, on here, woo woo is quite normal. It's quite natural. It's good to talk woo woo. Because if we go back about 10, 20 years, I mean, yes, probably about that. Yes, Sandra Park says, what is normal? Exactly. And if we go back about 10, 20 years and we start to talk about stuff that we were talking about now as normal, some of the normal stuff, mobile phones, technology, the ability to, when we start being more creative, the things we've done, people think there's no way that just sounds too woo-woo. So now what we're talking about, in 10 years' time, it won't be woo-woo.
We're kind of bringing it back to the planet now anyway. Everything which we're putting out there now, to help people with the healing we're doing for the planet as well as for ourselves, it always has this ripple effect. And in theory, we're bringing the Akashic Records back down to earth.
Yes.
And we're rewriting it. We're rewriting it to be a better planet.
I think we are, and that's a big thing. I think everybody's been very, very much aware of, and a lot more spiritual groups are starting up, and people become more spiritual to heal the planet, because we've left a lot of toxic energy on this place. Unfortunately, we've got to take responsibility and start sorting it out. And we can't blame the cows for the ozone layer. Everybody's blaming the cows because they make sort of funny noises. That is the reason why that happened, because that's not quite right. Just because the cows go like this does not mean we cannot.
That's a bit of a random thing to say.
Well, that's what they do, don't they? Everybody's blaming the cows for the ozone layer. They go, whoa, guys.
Maybe they do in Spain. Maybe they blame the cows in Spain.
They do blame the cows in Spain. There's some funny looking cows out here, I'll tell you. Anyway, right, sorry. So this is about us needing to take responsibility, and as you'll say here, having this ability to and it's interesting how the universe here, although a lot of people thank you very much, Helen Grady. She says, I thought that was you, Phil. Those noises. Oh dear. To say Kelly's face.
Well, sorry, open book here.
Open book here. Oh dear. Anyway, so as we're discussing there, that we come up to these times now, and a lot of what we're doing is to heal our planet. And also over the past now it's coming up to a year, the whole world has actually practically had to stop on the mechanical driving wheels it's been on, and everybody's had the opportunity to think, to feel, to sense.
Most definitely.
Yes, most definitely. And people going, I didn't know I could feel and I didn't know I could sense. But they
Because you've
are,
been
but a higher
forced.
sense of what people have been doing, which is fantastic.
Yeah. We've been forced to go within.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
And see the light within, not try to look external, thinking that we always got to look for what someone else has got and how it can be better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. The light is to shine within yourself, and if you shine within yourself, you're doing a great job. And I think that so a lot of work that we'll do here is brilliant. Okay, you're telling here that someone so I would say here, just ignore them and we'll block them if we see it. Yes, if there's someone out there coming through, just ignore them or block them if there is. Sometimes we get the odd comment here. I haven't seen it yet on the feed, but it's there. Okay, so Universal Filing System of Time, the Akashic Records. I was absolutely fascinated with this. It is Sylvia Brownie who got me into this. So the late Sylvia Brown, she passed over now, but I read some of her books on the Akashic Records. I went, wow, this is, and as soon as she started talking about it, it's like you just connect through like time and time and time and life and life and life with its past, with its present, future, and how we can connect this and get answers to things which are not consciously possible. Mm-hmm. And I think if we could do that, we are amazing people.
Yeah, you just got to put your antenna in the right direction.
Put your antenna right and sense, feel, and go within. And that's a beautiful thing to say. Okay, right. Okay, never heard of them. Katrina says never heard of them. The Akashic Records. If we think about other consciousnesses, people say about Carl Jung used to talk about this. He was saying about the reservoir of the mind between a consciousness, the higher consciousness, and a super consciousness, which connects us all. Hence, thought patterns we've got to be careful of our thoughts or what energies we're sending out there, because it goes through our mind into the ether and then it travels. So if you're putting out positive vibes, which is why a lot of things do in law of attraction and all those sort of positive things there are made real, because people are connected with this and saying, if you think, act, and be in the right energy, which is naturally you, then you'll attract good things.
Yeah, when I actually do Akashic Record readings, what we do is actually through a gentle guided meditation. I bring the people, we go actually into the client's space. So I take them up into the realm of the ether where we connect with the Akashic Records for that person. And there we call for all the guides, all wisdom, knowledge, which is required and which is available for this present moment in time. Because the Akash will only give you what you're ready to digest.
That's interesting.
It won't give you more than what you're ready to digest. So it doesn't matter. You could have an Akashic reading like 1 month, and then 5 months later, you might get something different come through, because everything changes in a moment. We know that.
Yeah.
But also your body, your soul's growing. Yes. And you'll be able to contain more information. And if you're not ready for a certain amount of information, that's not going to come through, because the Akash knows that. Your guides know that.
I totally agree with that, because sometimes with information, we just sips by us because we're not conscious of it. And our awareness isn't strong enough to be able to digest it, take it in and grow with it. I agree.
Yeah, and the connection, what you have there, you're directly with source. Whoever that source is for you, that's who you're connection with. That's your connection point. You're docking yourself in there.
Yes.
And when we dock ourselves in that place, and then we would go through the questions, what the person wants to find out, where they want healing or wisdom, and then I channel. The information just comes from the Akash, which I channel through for the people.
Oh, now I've got to have a little comment here. Someone's just come through. I think this is very interesting.
Yeah.
Sandra Park says, I had a mini Akashic reading with Kelly. It was amazing.
She did. We did.
Fantastic.
And it was really mini, and we got a lot of information in a very short period of time.
It's amazing what happens when you have a mini. Yes, sorry, jokes. Appalling. Absolutely appalling.
They are quite bad.
Right, okay.
They are.
Thank you very much.
I know I'm honest. See, I'm honest.
Don't say that, because everyone's going to comment. Everyone's going to comment now and agree with you. No. And there's about 30 people to say, yeah, Kelly, we agree.
It makes you so endearing. There you go.
Yes. There you go. Thank you very much. Yes. But everyone laughs. That's the main thing. Anyway, okay, let's do a little bit of this. We're back in a mo. Okay, right. It is Friday. It is it's the 26th of February. We are live. This is a Cafe Clairvoyance show where it's the Friday show, and I'm live with the wonderful Kelly Leaning, who are, amongst other things, doing Reiki and healing, which is absolutely brilliant at. Loads of, I take brilliant at because people keep telling me, oh, it's wonderful, go and have a session with Kelly. So, all right, well, brilliant. Anyway, tonight we're going to talk about the Akashic Records, what all this means. And after this, and during this, rather, should I say, we're going to do some mini readings. You up for that?
Yep, let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it here. Just before we do that, just before we do that, I'm going to, where's my, oh yeah, here it is. Right. We have got, you're going to help me here, because there's loads of people in here who have been put forward for the prize draw. And tonight I'm going to choose the person who got the prize draw. And with guys, all you got to do, whoever wins here, you just got to come back to me at the end of the show. Messages on the Cafe Clairvoyance messenger there, and just give your details there. And then I'll be in contact with you when I arrange a reading and a date. How's that? So what I'm going to put my hands in and spin. And Kelly, your job here is to tell me when to stop. Just imagine the washing being
I thought I was going to do this. Pick one out.
Okay, yeah, try that. Okay, yeah, do that.
We'll do that. And then when I do that, I'll say stop, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, ready? Keep turning. Stop. Okay,
thank you very much. I've just got that there from you there. Oh, who is this? Let's have a look. Maria Helmsley. Okay. When Maria comes back on, she'll be there. There you go, Maria. That's it's probably back to front there. Yeah, Maria Helmsley. In fact, if you don't get in contact with us, we'll get in contact with you and let you know you won a free reading. Dun, dun, dun. That'll be fantastic. So, Maria, well done. There we go. Right, okay, also whilst we're this, doing these little bits here, we've also got, just to let you know that next week's show, guys, next Friday, is a wonderful spiritual medium, Helen Grady. And she'll be coming along joining us, so that'll be absolutely fantastic. Good. Okay, in the meantime, let's come back to how we're going to do this evening. So people out there understand how this is going to work. We're going to start off doing a reading here. So, for instance, people come in and they write in and they say they give their details. How would you like to work? Tell us how it is going to work for you when we do a reading here.
I'm kind of getting, what I'm getting now is basically you're going to be working on a very mediumship level, and I'm going to be working on a very Akashic level, I feel. So this is going to be quite interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, as in I'm gonna get channeled message come through. This is how I'm feeling it. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe spirit comes through as in, like, you know, someone who's on the other side is already, that might happen. But I think because we're so tuned into the Akash now, that it's gonna come that way for me.
Fantastic. Okay. All right then. Let's go for the very top here, and we've got some people who wrote in before. And the thing I wanted to work on here is we've got a few people here coming in and saying you like readers already, but Susanna, she wrote in earlier on, and her colour was purple, and she says she just wants a general reading, not a captain, not a major, but a general. And I think I actually saw her details up here earlier on when she came in. There she is. She says there's Susanna, and so she would like a general reading. So, okay. Generally, what I need to tell you here, first of all, okay, the first thing I need, the glasses come off here to get serious. Don't really serious. In fact, I used my crystal tonight. As soon as I was going to
say, you're going to get your crystal ball out, aren't you?
Yeah. And I thought I did the jokes.
I didn't mean it that way at all.
My crystal ball's blushing.
Nice shade of
Okay,
pink.
this is brilliant. Okay, right. Now, the first thing I'd like to say to you here, as I look through the crystal, the first thing I want to say here, look at this. Okay, would you understand, first of all, Susanna, if I started talking to you about the left side of your body and about, I'm not a doctor, not a doctor at all, but I'd just like to come here and say to you about the left side of your body, and I'm also picking up here. Would you understand here that you're starting to grow things? Starting to growing things. Like, for instance, there's new things you're starting to look at. And I'm also picking up here too, as I look at this, there's a gentleman who wants to come over from the spirit world. A very nice gentleman. He's been on the spirit world here for a long time. And he also, as I pick up here, him coming through, he'd like to say here, would you understand a gentleman who had what looked like a moustache and very bad teeth? And also here I got, it's not Kelly, but his name begins with a K, I think. K. And his big thing is to smile at you, and he just wants to grin and let you know that he's watching you. And he says to me here, he says that that you are the healer to other people. So whatever you're doing out there, Susanna, you're doing a great job. You're the healer to other people. There's something very green, which is probably food type or way of living that you'll start to get into, and it just looks good. So that's what I'd like to say first of all. And I think, Susanna, I think that the way this gentleman here is talking to me, in fact, I've got the connection with him here. Now this is interesting. He tells me here he never met you. He never met you. He was at least on a grandfather plane here, but he's always around you. And he tells me here about a chain which is like a neck chain here, Susanna, which he puts around his neck, and that's what he sees. That's what he sees, how it works for you. Yes. Yes. Okay. Would you like to say anything as we passed over to Germany? Yes, this sounds good, this. Over to Germany, see what they're going to say. And here we're speaking live to Kelly. Kelly, what do they say in Germany at the moment?
Well, they're saying that it's really interesting that the colour purple has been chosen. And also with the green, I really feel the combination there as well, which has been, is that there's growth. You mentioned growth, Phil, and the growth is actually also growing stuff, but it's growing stuff within, and it's also the connecting to herself, and also the fact is that, as you mentioned, she's got healing skills. She's healing people without even realizing it because of the person she is. And it's believing in herself, having that self-belief, not doubting, because she's getting signs. She is getting signs. And she needs to trust these signs and just to see them as little confirmations of that she is truly starting to connect, and to trust it. Really is to trust it.
Absolutely lovely. I think that's lovely to just trust it. I agree. I totally agree with that. I think the way you put that across is beautiful. I think it's for Susanna, you're healing people without you really knowing it, but what you're doing is great.
But she's also healing herself at the same time, because she's showing that initiation that she wants to take it further. She's showing that interest. And as soon as you open that door to interest, you're starting to turn that key. And you're opening it crack for crack open. And then it starts coming in. The more spirit realizes that you're saying, okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm curious. Then you're going to get that little bit of confirmation. And the more you trust that confirmation, the more you follow it through, the bigger the confirmation gets. And then you're healing yourself.
This is
and that healing, what you're having on yourself, is having a ripple effect on the people around you.
Yes. Brilliant. Okay, dokie. Let's give you a little bit of this and a bit of a, just a here's for you. Here's for you. That was for you there to say here. Thank you very, very much indeed. And yes, I really hope out there that, Susanna, you have a great weekend and you take on what we're saying here. We can't see you at the moment. You've probably just popped off, I know, probably taking the dog for a walk or something like that, but you just come back, but you'll see the reading on the show there. Okay, and next up, let's go and have a look here. Let's go and do this, shall we? And who's the lucky one who's come up next? It is Katrina. Hello, Katrina. Very good evening to you. Another purple here. Anyway, right, another purple colour. She says, no question. Okay, purple, no question. So we're just going to take this from the top, which is sometimes a great thing to go and do. And I'll keep working the crystal here tonight and actually show the crystal. Okay, Katrina, would you understand here on the mother's side of your family here, a lady who passed over, and she says to me here, she had problems to do with round here, because I actually see her looking at this particular area of her health. And I also see here too that she's one of two. She says here she's one of two. Now this is interesting because there must have been two sisters which are here above you. And she's also saying to me here. She says here she puts a color red around you. So would you understand here? Red being an energy color above you, which is making you quite anxious about stuff about where you're going at the moment. So she's asking here for you is to what's the stress about? Is it going to change anything if you just decide to not stress? Which you probably would do. Who would do here? And they're showing me here, would you understand here about your front door? Would you understand you need to change your front door, do something with your front door? Because I pick up a change here. She wants to show me this. And as I'm working with this, I'd also like to say to you here, she's coming through and she would... someone called Stuart is important, a gentleman called Stuart, and I've also got a November birthday, and I would also like to say here too, to show me a guy who used to work with pipes. Now this is either underground pipes or pipes which like gas pipes or something like this, but he's here too. They're all ganging around you and they want you to de-stress. That's the biggest thing they're telling me here. Because they show me the red energy above you, and that's the difficult bit at the moment. So hopefully you understand that, Katrina. I don't know why your name bobbed off the screen then. Yes. Yes. Okay, that sounds like my granny, the most favourite person in the world. There you are. Good. Well, she's here. Would you understand this energy around you which has been stressing you? She says here, it doesn't need to be there. Over worry about things. Now we're going to go live to Jen.
I was going to jump in. I was like, do I jump? Okay. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of pressure I feel around the head. Really feel it around here that there's this like heaviness. It's just confusion and too much thinking. You really need to try and get out of your mind and get back into your heart. Really pull that consciousness down and really bring it into your heart space. And by doing that, it's really important for you to connect with outside, to get into nature. Even if the weather's not good, then try and do it in your own home. You just need to get grounded. You seriously need to get grounded and get connected, because things are going to be so much clearer. I feel like you've got like so many questions circling your mind at the moment that it's putting you in a spin. And this spin it's a little bit self-inflicted because you can take the pressure off that.
She says, yes, that is exactly how I'm feeling.
Yeah, you don't need to, you're trying to get ready for an interview. Okay, really make sure you're grounded, because if you're too much here, you're going to put yourself under even more pressure, and then you're going to maybe not deliver to the best that you want to, and know that you totally can do this. You can totally do this. Just really focus. When you feel like the mind's going mad, really focus on your breath. Bring yourself back to your breath.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that Phil also is very in tune with as well. Your breath work is so important, and it's so simple, and you can do it anywhere, anytime.
Absolutely.
And just literally, if you're feeling like, maybe before you go to bed, before you go to sleep, lay down in your bed, close your eyes, really think that you've got roots coming out the soles of your feet, and really connect yourself down and take those deep breaths and put your hands on your heart and really breathe into that heart space and let go. Really let go of everything which is filling your mind up. Just try and release it all. And when you start releasing it, the clarity will come. And then this redness will start to go down.
I think that
try and wear green. The counter color to red is green, so that would be really good. Get out in the green in nature.
There you go, guys. That's it. It's what you need. So green is like very Virgo, or yes, almost like green is quite Virgo. You got red, which is quite Aries like, or even Libra and Aries.
It's also very interesting. She said purple was the color, wasn't it?
Yeah, purple.
And you're seeing lots of red.
Yes, I see the red out there. I know she's going purple, but I see the red. Yes.
Yeah, you're seeing
too
red.
much focus.
Yeah, she's too much here. She's too much here. She needs to get down, get into like some earthy, get down grounded into blacks, and then
this is what you need. Just calm down and just visualize this energy through you. Are you ready? Are you ready there, Reverend Katrina? Just imagine being at an interview and feeling like this.
You can do it. You can rock it. What is that?
Lion. If you've never met a lion, I'll go and show you one. I'm going to take you to one, all right? All right. Down, boy, down. Sorry. Anyway, right, where we go now? Let's go and have a look. Now, let's go and have a look and see what's going on in the groups here, because there's a lot of chatter going on out there to find out what everybody's saying. And I know Deborah's downstairs. She's managing everybody to see what's going on. All right. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Right, okay, let's get back. And who's the next one coming up now? Let's go and have a look. It is a very nice lady indeed. A very nice regal lady. A very nice lady of much pleasantry. Yes. The very own Helen Grady. She's come through. What is it about purple tonight, guys? Jeez, you're making it hard work. You all go to colour purple. It's easy. We all got the same reading. Relax. That's it.
Well, no, they're just completely spiritually connected, and they're switching on big time, and it's a
now you're getting technical. Now you're getting very technical. Right, okay, that is true. That is true. Right, okay, Pearl General reading. Okay, the first thing I want to say here is there is a gentleman here who wants to come through. Very, very happy, and he wants to show me, okay, it's very easy to say, but he wants to show me sticks. But would you understand here, putting sticks in the ground? But this sounds like fencing or something like this, but to his sticks. But this guy's coming through and he wants to tell me about putting sticks in. He also wants to show me here too. He says here, someone's got to watch their breathing at the moment. Their nasal side, chest side, all this, but I get breathing. And he also would like to say to me here, and I know who this is. This chap's name is Bill. And as I'm talking to him, he wants to come over here and he says here, he's just going like that to something at the moment. Would you understand a situation around you, you're pushing and you've just got to go, whoa, whoa, just slow it down. Whoa, just slow it down, because I pick up, you slow it down, that will help you out loads. He's just done this to me. So whatever you're trying to push out there, just don't worry too much. And he's also looking here at digestion, and it's to do with you, Helen. He's looking at your digestion, just saying here to be careful what you're eating. And yes, I pick up that side here. That's what he wants to say in a minute. But the main bit about his question here is just whatever you're trying to push, just don't be too fast on something. Even if others are trying to push you into something, or you feel like you're too many others are trying to race ahead, you always got to pull people back a little bit. But that's what he's saying to me at the minute. Okay. Alrighty. She says, I understand. Fantastic. She says, yes, I understand. Marvellous. Okay, now let's go back up to Germany and see what Germany's going to say this evening. And what would you like to say with the wonderful Helen?
The sticks are being placed around her because she needs to be protective of her energy field and also to know her own boundaries. Sometimes she likes to overgive and she needs to sometimes let herself replenish. And this is why the sticks are being placed around you, to remind you that it's okay to have time for yourself. It's okay to be sometimes take that little bit of space and retreat back and do what's right for you and your energy field and for where you are in your phase of life, in your cycle of the month. And also if others are trying to push you, it's also for you to put your boundaries up to them and to say, okay, yeah, but not right now, really. But I think you know all this yourself. Totally know all this yourself. But sometimes we don't like to listen to our own wisdom. Yeah.
Sometimes we don't. But I think it's a very nice way of putting it, to be about boundaries, things like this. And people, I know a lot of people at the moment are having to go through to check boundaries. It's not just a physical thing. It's also emotional, mental thing about how far they accept people's issues, concern, and things like this. Yes, lovely to see some of you guys joining us tonight from all over the place. It's marvellous. We'll get through as many as we can here, but I think we ought to have Kelly back on again a bit later in the year. What do you think, guys? Yeah? Okay, right. All right, everybody. Let's go to Jenny, she asks, okay, this is good. We can get down to this question here and let's have a little look. First of all, as I would want to work through the crystal here to pick up your energy, I would like to say to you, Jenny, it's interesting actually. You're going to be on a very busy path. Now, your choice here is that I'm being shown around you very, very clearly. What can you manage? Because if your work splits into like two, becomes 2 parts or 3 parts, something like this, are you going to be able to manage this? Will you be able to keep on going? Will this be okay? How will it be for you? Because it's shown to be here that a new work project, Jenny, will go very well. But just be careful that you're not drawn in too many different places. I know a lot of people, sometimes me, I'll be open on this, is we spread ourselves too wide, doing too much when we need to focus on specific goals. So that's what I'd like to say around you at the moment. Hopefully that helps you. Yes, hopefully that helps you.
With the blue, I'm getting the ocean colour come through very through, and it links with what you say, Phil. With the blue, is like, don't spread yourself as wide and deep as the ocean, you know, but follow the waves that you're being, what feel energetically right for you at that moment in time. And that's why the blue is coming through. And also blue is also protection, you know, with Archangel Michael, you know, be protective of your space, yourself, and call on him if you want to. You just have to call on him. He'll come and protect you, and he can guide you, you know, in your new project with your work. So know that you're in a safe space. Know that this work environment is going to be exciting, but just don't sail too far out too quickly. Yes. On the ocean.
Yes, and ahoy. And yeah. All that. Yes. Okay, I think that's very, very, very pointed there. In fact, have you got a coffee there, or tea or coffee?
I have a glass of water.
Okay, we'll just keep it still there. We're just going to top it up for you. You ready? There you go. You just see that coming up there. See, the service we provide is amazing, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
That's right. No problem at all. No problem at all. We like.
I'll take a sip now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. It's good. It's fresh.
Okay. Direct from Spain. Wonderful.
It's amazing what we do. Right. Okay. That was you, Jenny. Let's go and have a look at. Oh, let's go over to Cyprus. And by the way, you Cypriots during the Eurovision, you weren't very supportive of us English. Needless to say, here we are. Media, pink. The one thing I need to work on for my life path to unfold. The one thing I need to work on for my life path to unfold. Okay.
I got something coming. Can I just jump in?
You jump in.
Okay, the pink was the colour, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She needs to work on herself. She needs to work on opening her heart. She needs to work up on self-love and self-acceptance and really acknowledgement of self. It's all, yeah, you've got to know that you are so worth everything. Yeah. And that's the biggest and best project you can ever work on.
I think that's lovely. I think that's lovely. I totally agree with you. If you're doing that, then I think that you're going to shine, and you're going to shine like
definitely.
Brand new.
It's like this. It's like the rose, you know. It's taking back. It's starting to bloom. You just got to let that flower unfold, and that beautiful pink rose will evolve.
Absolutely, isn't that lovely? I think that's so nice, guys. Don't forget, whilst you're watching the show tonight, go down to the right hand side of your screen there and share it. We would really appreciate if you could share the show, because then it gets our field out there, because the show's free, and that's all we ask you guys to do. So please share it, talk about it, let people know about Akashic Clairvoyance. We're also live on YouTube at this very moment too, so you can watch it wherever you like. If you can't watch it on Facebook, or you know the people who do, I haven't got Facebook, don't worry, just go straight to YouTube. And yes, okay, right, let's go and have a little bit further. Where else are we going to go down? We just media. Let's go down to Jane Swanston. She wants a general reading. Another general. Wow. So many generals about. What's going on?
I know. They're testing us. Testing us.
Yes. Yellow. The first thing I'd like to say here with Jane is very much working on. It's interesting gone for yellow here, but I also would like to say to you, this is a point in time for you to completely think about yourself. There is another colour here which is coming through, because I love colour therapy, and working with aura colors too. There is a green color here, but there's two parts to this green. One is very bright, which shows here you can make a new start, new beginning, and start healing for yourself. The other part here is not so bright. It's a heavier green, and this is you feeling responsible to other people. Time for you to look after yourself. That's what the message is here from me. And as we go up to Germany, let's go and find out what's going on there.
I know, Jane. Hi, Jane. This is really good because immediately when the name Jane, because the comments are coming up later for me, so I didn't see the colour until it'd already come in yellow before Phil had even said this. This is your time to shine, girl. This is your time to really step up, and you're a healer yourself, and you're a very good healer. And the green, what Phil is seeing is your healing light, and this is how you've got so much love and so much healing that you want to share with the world. That sometimes it goes into that darker shade because you're not taking care of yourself. You're given too much. And this is the time for you to really continue to give, because that's what you're here to do. You're here to serve as well. But also to acknowledge that you are allowed to receive healing yourself. You're allowed to take time for yourself. And it really is your time to shine by stepping up into your work. I just see sunshine. I just see, things lifting. I really do see things lifting.
To add on to that, what I pick up here for you, Jane, is to speak more about what you're doing. Talk more, lift up, get into the confidence of talking about what you do. And because people will, it's almost like, like you get like a singer like Freddie Mercury on stage, something like that. He is so expressive, he just attracts people to him. I do not mean you have to go out and do a Freddie impression. You could try, it'd be interesting. But the thing here is, or you have this person who goes out on stage and they're all shy and they don't do much, and they're doing, that impulse advert used to have years ago when no one used to lift up their arms because of sweaty stuff. So everybody used to go around doing like this. And it just doesn't look confident. So for you, I'd say here, go and do the Freddie style. Don't go and do it the I'm shy bit. Go on, get out there, go and do it, girl.
She will.
You will. Brilliant. Good. Let's go down the road. Let's go down the road and speak to a nice chap called Neil. It's nice to have guys who come on the show here and ask about where they're going, what they're doing. And let's have a little look here. Right. Okay. The first thing I'd like to say here, Neil, is your options are not as closed in as you think. You're not as closed in. Now, it's interesting here because there's two bits of information come up in front of you. One bit here says you think you're going to be in a difficult situation with money. The other situation you've got here says you're not going to be in a difficult situation with money because there's a money opportunity coming up in front of you very, very soon, which is not on the cards yet. It's still yet to come in, and it's really, really good. And I think for you, Neil, what you're going to find here is your spirit's going to lift. This will probably come up to you during March, and you'll find this will turn around you, and you'll be going, yay, and I'm going. Now, would you understand here? I know we talk about Meals on Wheels, but I'm seeing you going to places. It's not just bobbing around people's houses. I see you actually going physically out to places to do things, to do events and things like this. This is what it looks like. And also what I'm being shown here too, your grandmother's here. She's just come through and she says here that she had terrible teeth and that she couldn't speak right before she passed over. Yeah, she's actually telling me here, she says here that to try and get words or form the words, or the words that are coming out weren't right because the teeth weren't there. So it sounds like a bit like this with. And always trying to say what she's saying. I said, don't worry, Neil understands. Anyway, but what she's saying to me here is she's looking at you saying here, you're not going to be in a quiet year. You're going to be in a very busy year, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Your mindset about business will change. And you'll get very strong, but it's something which you're almost like you're picking up. You need to get into now. And now we go back up to Germany and see what they're going to say.
He knows his decision, Neil. You know which way you need to do. You know which decision. You know exactly which one it is, and you're thinking too much and letting your monkey mind take over to convince yourself that the decision that you know is right is not right, but it is, and you know that.
Okay. All right.
That's all I can say.
All right. So you know the decision you're going to make. I think that's true, but I think there's another decision which is going to be on your plate in front of you by an opportunity. Yes. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's the big thing, I think. Okay, Cheryl says she's red and a general reading. And we've gone from purple over to red. And if I was to look at Cheryl, if I was to work on Cheryl here and work through a crystal and see what comes up around Cheryl, the first thing I'd like to say here is, this is interesting, would be would you understand here? Yes, you got to take care of your health. The pink here is about health. It's about sometimes needing peace and quiet and watch your back and watch you're not being pulled in too many directions at the moment. That's one of the first things I see here. The other part that's come up in front of you, though, which is going to lift your spirits completely, is within the next few weeks, at the very most, you are going to be laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. That's what I pick up.
Okay.
Now we're going up to Germany.
The red is coming through because you're feeling a bit insecure. You're thinking that maybe,
I agree.
You're not quite sure. There's something which is kind of ruffling your feathers a little bit at the moment. You feel like you're on shaky ground. And soon you're going to realise, and that's why you're going to be laughing, because you're going to realise you're going to be laughing at yourself for feeling that way, because everything's going to be okay.
Okay. There you go. So there is a feeling a bit of shaky ground. However, do not worry about this, because we pick up here that things will start changing for you. Just watch things to realise. The biggest thing here is that rocks you is what other people demanding from you. It's about being in you.
And your ground.
And watch the ground, and then going ahead in front of you and being super awesome. Because I see you laughing a lot, thinking, oh my God, a lot of stress is just gone. But that's coming up. It won't be too long.
Yeah, I see that too.
Lovely. Is it nice to be in agreement?
It is.
It is. It's lovely. Right, okay. Let's go over to Kavita. Kavita, whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you coming from? Because we've had you on the show a couple of times. I forget where you're coming from. I think you're in Canada or somewhere, aren't you? Anyway, right, Kavita, turquoise blue, lovely colour. Would like to know if I will find another job anytime soon. I lost my job. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Right, first of all, turquoise blue, and first of all, I'd like to talk to, would you understand, Kavita, a man who was a very spiritual man himself, exceptionally spiritual, and he wasn't old. I don't pick up he was old. He used to love the sea, and there was something about the sea connected, whether it's sport or fishing or something like this, I'm not sure, but he loved it. And this guy as well, the way he's expressed himself to me, says here, there's something about dancing, channeling energy, or the way he could really move things. And this guy's with you, is with you now. And he's saying to me here, would you understand here, he's saying to me here that whatever pathway you were on in the past, boom, forget it. Forget it. It's gone. Don't go back to that same old pathway, same old way of thinking. He is telling me here to just really start thinking in front of you where and how you could start creating a new self for you, and bring it on, bring it in. March may not be the month where you find a job. I think April is. Even if you have the interview in March and you get it in April, but you'll be in a new job. It's not going to take that long. First of all, change the way of thinking, change the dynamic here, and you'll be in a great place. It really is lovely. The vibe is beautiful.
Okay, I also feel, I'm just waiting to see. Okay, that it was a shock that you lost your job, and you know it's obviously it's made you feel insecure about the situation. But sometimes these things happen because it's trying to lead us in a direction which is more aligned with us. And I really do feel that, even though it feels harsh, and security at the moment is really a big thing, especially if we all need money to survive. But it's giving you that opportunity, especially if you've got such strong spirit guides with you who are trying to guide you. And connect with water. It's really this connection with the water. The turquoise, the blue is also very connecting with the water. And like, as we said before to someone else, it was with the flow. It's really, we're going through the ebbs and flow at the moment. It's like this ebb, that you've changed your job. You've just got to see what's coming up. And I don't know when something's going to come. I'm not being shown that. But I feel this is a time really for you to go within and really tune into what you want to call in for yourself and to follow that passion.
Lovely, lovely advice. Lovely advice. Yes. And I feel here the past is gone. You've got to start thinking about
It's
moving ahead
gone.
and where we're
It's
going.
been cut. Definitely.
Yes.
And you shouldn't look back.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard not to look back. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's absolutely fabulous. Great. Well, what a lovely. The hour's just gone, by the way. It's unfortunately just gone. Ping. It's gone. We're going to be back. We're going to be back just to let you know, guys, on Sunday night on Instagram, Cafe Clairvoyance, 8 o'clock. On Tuesday morning next week, I'll be interviewing, sharing a show with a lovely lady called Jodie Smart. We'll be doing the Spring into Spring. And that's a feel-good, positive show. Tuesday morning is going to be at 11 o'clock EU, 10 a.m. UK. Really look forward to sharing a show with Jodie and interviewing her, see what she's up to, and doing loads of mini readings. But in general, it's the big feel-good stuff here. And Kavita says, thank you so much, both you. I really appreciate. God bless you both. That's very, very nice indeed. And to everyone else who's joined us on the show this evening, I just want to say thank you so much. And Kelly, what an awesome experience it is for me and for Deborah. I know she's not very well. She's downstairs at the moment, but she's doing all the show on the production side here. But for the show here, just to say how nice it was. It really was. And I think you've got a beautiful way of working. And I think everybody, if you get the experience to have a session, whether it's healing or an Akashic record session with Kelly, I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. You'll find it exceptionally peaceful. And all you guys are coming in to say, brilliant show. Nice to meet Kelly. Thanks, Phil, Debs and Kelly. And another great show. Thank you for Deborah from Sandra Park and everyone. And that's great. And thank you so much. So what can we say, guys?
I can say thank you to you as well. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
Bless your cotton socks. Bless your cotton socks. Thank you very much. And Kelly's coming all the way from Germany, and you're in a beautiful area of the southeast of Germany, aren't you?
West.
Sorry, you don't go to the southeast. That's the funny part.
You won't find me there. You can go there, but I won't be there.
What's that song? Kelly. Where the heck is Kelly? Anyway, I can't remember. Anyway, right. So thank you very much, everybody, who joined us on here. And big heart to you guys out there. And a burger. Vegan burger. Vegan burger. Okay, right, guys. Thank you so much. And lovely evening. See you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoying the Pisces season. And the nice thing about this Pisces season is just bring it down. Get in touch with that nice feeling. And Katrina Maria, fantastic show again. Thank you, Phil, for such a great history show. Thank you. And both spot on. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you very much, Deborah, the producer. And thank you very much to you guys out there. Terrific evening. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.